Hello, I am on here today and I'm going to talk about one of the favorites in crafting which is party favors. So it's a lot of graduations coming up and I know it's going to be some spectacular graduation parties. And if you want to give your graduation party a kick, stay tuned for this tutorial on how to make your own custom chip bags for your party. So let's get started. So over here in Canva, that's where I create my chip bags and I do a lot of things in here. Also, Canva has a lot of updates now. So I have been taking advantage of the new updates and let's get started. So first of all, you're going to, as you can see, I went and I grabbed me a square. And so you're going to measure the square at 5.2 in width and 8.5 in height. So after you do that, you're going to duplicate. You're going to keep the square at the same length, but you're going to shrink it to 2.5 in width. So once you've done that, then you're going to duplicate and you're going to bring that side to the other side. Okay. You want to make sure it's like not no gaps in, whatever. So let me change this to separate colors. So I'm going to make this like oh no, this is what we're going to do. I am going to change my paper to the background of my liking. So we're going to change this into blue and I'm going to do a chip bag that I have already created. So this is the section where you would get your elements. And what I like to do is get all my elements and put them in a folder. So before I get my elements, I'm going to set my size up a little bit better. Because my sides was not looking even. Okay. So now what I'm getting ready to do, make sure. Okay. Okay, now what I'm getting ready to do first, I'm going to get my element and I'm going to get another square. And these are for my labels. And we're going to make those yellow. And I'm just going to bring one down here. I'm going to duplicate. Okay. And I'm going to stretch one side longer. And I'm going to shrink one side. Okay. Now I'm going to go on my elements folder. And I'm going to get my label. And I'm going to put it right there. Now, if you want to reduce the weight of your border, you can just go like that. And you could change it to a color of your liking. So I'm going to change that border color to, I'm trying to get like a navy blue. This is optional. You don't have to do that. Like a navy blue. Okay. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make this. Okay. And then I'm going to click on this square. Let's see. And I'm going to do the same thing for here. And I'm going to make that color, let's see. I'm going to make that color a navy blue as well. Okay. Next, I'm going to get my background for my two sides. Now, there's no certain order that you have to do this in. I just prefer to do it this way. And just to show you how nice and easy this is to make. And so I'm going to make one side blue, and then I'm going to make this one yellow. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to flip these stars, and I'm going to paste it here. Okay. And then I'm going to duplicate again. And I'm going to send this layer to the back. I think I did. You know what? Let me bring that back. Bring that back up. I'm sending this layer backward. Or I'm going to go in my position. So I'm going to my layers panel, and I'm going to take this star and put behind here. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to duplicate this one. And I'm going to take this star and I'm going to put behind this label right here. And that should be good. Okay. Now I'm about to add my text. and it's going to say whatever you want your event to say, that's what it's going to say. So I'm going to just put thank you for coming. And now I'm going to change my text. And then I'm going to change this up here. And then I'm going to change that to white. And then I'm going to change this one to white. Now, I don't like that these are spacey, so I'm going to come in my spacing effects option, and I'm going to try to bring that up just a little bit. My line spacing option, yeah, that looks a little better. If I do want them, okay. And so I'm going to bring this down, and I'm going to bring it down some more. Now I'm working out of my laptop, so I don't know how the size look on everybody else's end. So I'm going to change my effects for my graphics to a yellow. So I made that yellow, and then I want the thickness to be kind of thick. Okay. And then I'm going to make a duplicate of this. Oh, I must have hit the wrong thing. Duplicate and delete is right by each other. And then I'm just going to put that here. Okay. And so now I am getting ready to add my little boy. Okay. So now I'm about going back in my folder. Oh, before I start adding my elements, I'm going to show you something. Not everyone likes to use the border, but if just in case if you want to add a border, to your paper, you go back to the elements section, you grab a square. And then you just shrink this up to 0.5. Bring this up. And then you're going to stretch this all the way over. And it should end up like at 11 inches long. And this is just border that you want to add to your paper. It should say 11 inches long at least. I could be wrong. Let me see. Scoot it over one. Okay, I think I might be right. Okay, let's see what that says. Yeah, so it's about 11 inches long. 11 inches long, the border. And so all you're going to do is make a duplicate, and you're going to bring that border to the bottom. Uh-oh. Make sure you grab it from the extra plus sign. And you bring that down. Crank it down a little more. Okay. Like I said, that's optional. And so you can change this to whatever color you want. So I'm going to just do yellow. I'm just going to make this color yellow. Do yellow. And I'm going to do yellow. Okay. So now we can add our elements. And so now I'm going to my folder again. Like I said, you want to save your elements. And first we're going to put the little boy in. And then I got another element that I use. I like to put all my elements down, get them all placed. And I'm going to use this. So I'm going to my element and see what I like about this new element thing that Canva got going on is that you can move the layers panel. So I got that placed. The old way, you used to have to move stuff around. You used to have to move things around, move stuff out the way. I mean, it was a little crazy. Let's see, should I take the chip bag all the way down? And then I had something else added on here. Oh, I can't forget the sign. So before I do that, add the last part, I'm going to click on the little boy. And then I'm going to go to shadows. Shadows is my favorite element to use as far as like fixing your images. I like shadow because it gives your image like a 3D look. You are able to make it look like 3D-ish. I don't like to add too much on, but I want to give it that effect that is like it's laying in the background, like it's raising up. And so that's good enough for me. And I'm going to leave that alone. Okay. So sometimes when I use this on my laptop, it takes a little while, but we back. So now we are getting ready to add the last part, and it is the folder with It's a Boy in it. And so I am going to I usually change the color of this, but this time I'm not because the balloons kind of bring this out. So I am going to go to shadows and see if it will allow me to adjust it, and it will not unless I kind of do like a color mixing option. So I'm going to go to this one here. Mermaid, It's a Boy, glow. I'm going to hit glow. But I'm not going to do too much with that. I just hit apply. And then my shadows effect to pop back up. And so I'm going to hit shadows again. Hit my favorite element. And I'm going to see, let me bring this over here. I want to see how much intensity I can bring. I'm going to just, all right, there we go. All right, that's too much. Give it like a little blur effect. Okay, there we go. So that's done. And so you can bring this up. And this is why I like using that effect, because it makes your stuff pop out. Okay, one last option. If you want to use glitter, you can for the border. And that's it. So if you want to use the border, the glitter effect for your border, or just keep it like this, you can. So this is how you make a chip bag in Canva using elements. So I do have the chip bag template on my website, and my website is listed below. And so I'll be adding different templates, throughout the weeks on my website. So again, thank you for, watching my YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.